All right, everybody, it's Mr. Sanders' twin, and we are back. It is a really exciting day for me. For one, it is Veterans Day, so that means that there's no school for everybody. So that means that Mr. Sanders is here, and we are beginning a new book, and that is Black Panther, specifically the second installment. So we're going to go ahead and begin. I trust that Mr. Sanders has briefed you already on certain things that you need to know before going into this. There's a lot of things happening where if you don't know what's going on, it's going to be confusing, but I'm sure y'all are prepared. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I have brought you into a divided home, and for that, I apologize. To position a guest between the harried father and the wayward child is not the Wakandan way. May what we do here today offer some redemption in the eyes of those who came before and those who will come after. It is as we have discussed. My soul stalker power is now fastened to you. I am the scope. You are the rifle. Are you ready, Eden? Yes. When do we begin? Now. Alkama Fields hideout for the people. I am the Panther King who stalks the soul across ocean, desert, and plain. I drink in the malice of blinkered men and break them under my reign. Hit me, you murderer, old women and children, yet tremble before me. Hit me. Yes, yes. I am Demisa Sarki, and there is no escape. Not for my enemies, not for my people, not for my mother, not for me. So much rage, so much hate, so much shame. I must master all of it. I must not let it master me. All right, everybody, that brings us to the first question. What does T'Challa, who's that's Black Panther's name, say about hate and rage? You'll find the answer that you're looking for in this section right here. Oh no, I can't highlight. Okay. It's going to be in this thought bubble. I'm sure you all can see it. If you need a sentence starter, you can use he says that hate and rage blank. All right, let's go ahead and continue. I have earned the trust of good men. And this right here is Eden Fessy, the former Avenger known as Manifold. Eden is braver than he knows. Once he died, so that the world might live. Perhaps someday I shall tell him this. For now, my concerns are more immediate. These men are Wakandan, even in rebellion. Pride in their nation was everything to them. And when the Golden City fell, they fell with it. Now they fashion their very bodies into living bombs, for they measure their lives in the blood of others. I know what haunts them: shame, hate, rage. So we see that's kind of echoing what he says up there. All right, so it's quite clear what they've done to their bodies, and that is actually our next question. What have the enemies of Black Panther done to their bodies? You'll find the answer. Well, the image is very clear about what's going on, but you'll find it in this bubble right here, specifically the second half. They fell with it. Now they fashion their very bodies into living bombs, for they measure their lives in the blood of others. If you need a sentence starter, you can use the enemies of Black Panther have made their bodies blank. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Forgot to read this part. I know what shall save them. The golden city fell, but Wakanda has not yet died. We have found them, Odari. Prepare a reception. Manifold is bringing us home. That is the fifth raid this week, my king. We are doing well. I would share your confidence, Hodari, my friend, if we had some scope of our enemy. It's classic terrorism. Hit and run. No open confrontation. Destroy any sense of security in the people. Destroy their trust in their government. Yes, Achille, and thus the government itself. A king who cannot protect his people simply is not one. All right, let's go ahead and answer the next question. What does the prisoner say about a king who can't protect his people? He says it very clearly in this dialogue bubble right here. A king who cannot protect his people simply is not one. If you need a sentence starter, you can use he says that a king who can't protect his people is blank. All right, let's go ahead and finish up this read aloud. Hodari, do you have the dossier on our prisoners? Right here, my king. Eden, you should rest. We will return to work this evening. Whatever you need, T'Challa. A wise move, my king. I doubt that this manifold is ready to see all that we must do to protect our country. Eden is a good man, Achille. I would trust him with my life and yours, but I would not burden him with the dishonor of this Wakandan business to which we must now see. All right, we're going to skip ahead a little bit. I recognize the bombing technology. It was pioneered by a good man to save lives. Now it is being used to take them. For weeks, we attempted to take one of the bombers alive. This proved difficult. The bomb connects to the heart. Shut down the bomb, and you shut down the man. At least that is what was supposed to happen. I am your king, and you are a traitor. You will tell me who, why, what, and how, and you will tell me now. I what? No, no questions. Every breath you take is mercy from me. Again, who, why, what, how, any hope you have left rests on these questions. Hope? You speak of hope? My hope died when Namor drowned my village. It died again when the Black Order made my brother beg for death. Where were you when your country needed you? Gallivanting with Avengers, bedding down with the Weather Witch? Now you threaten me. You accuse me of destroying what you could not bother to defend. Now you speak of hope? Your reign has made a mockery of hope. We were mighty once. Look how far you have brought us down. Your brother, Kwaku where? Do you honor him? What? How? Do you know? Don't you dare speak his name. I asked you a question. You have committed yourself to the killer of Wakandan babies and market women. Does this action honor your family? You did not know my family. I am your king, boy. I am the aegis between you and all the great troubles that would break you on sight. That is my sacred duty. And whenever I fail, whenever Wakandans die, some part of me is lost. Your brother Kwaku loved to swim in the river Gurma. He won the wrestling tournament at Kanana, Magnago, and then carried you on his shoulders through the town. He was mighty to you. And then evil men came and they reduced him. They did not just kill him, they took your picture of all that he was and burned it in front of you. You do not wish to remember him that way. A weakling, a beggar. And yet that is how you see him every night. And his weakness, his begging, humiliates you again and again. And with the evil men long gone, you have turned your hate, your rage, upon your own people. You have allied with a kind of dishonor far beyond anything ever done by your brother. But now is the hour of redeemers and vindicators, champions and lovers of nation and home. I honor Kwaku. I will honor him until my last breath, knowing that all of my breaths are but his mercy. I did not save him. May I suffer 1,000 torments for this, so long as I suffer them alone and no more Wakandans die. That is my sacred duty, because this is who I am, a king, your king. And now you must decide who you are. Will you honor your own pain, or will you honor your nation? Will you serve hate, or will you serve the memory of your brother? I, I will serve my nation. Then we are agreed. Kwabena, where we shall have a pact, you and I. Speak of it to no man. All right, everybody, we have one more question to answer. How would you describe T'Challa as a ruler? This is more of your opinion, but you can also make an inference based on the dialogue that we just read, his interactions with the prisoner. Um, I'm not going to point out any specific part because there's a lot of evidence that you can use. But if you need a sentence starter, you can use I would describe T'Challa as all right, everybody. That is it for our reading of Black Panther. I hope you enjoyed this different sort of read aloud. There will be more Black Panther to come throughout the rest of this unit, so stay tuned for the next adventure.